I'm Jen Tripp, Executive Director of the Arlington Chamber of Commerce. On October 23, 2014, the Chamber hosted its Member Recognition Banquet to acknowledge those businesses and individuals that supported the Chamber and the community the past 2 years. The banquet took place at the historic Arlington Masonic Temple and included a cocktail hour followed by a buffet dinner provided by Hostess Catering. From the heartwarming presentations, you will learn why the recipients were selected, and after watching their passionate acceptance speeches, I think you will agree the Chamber made the right choices.
Thank you. My name is Bob Rose. I am here as your MC tonight. I am thrilled to see so many happy, friendly, and familiar faces out there. I saw my old friend Charlie Lyons here and realized he was here to get some lessons on public speaking. So this is the master over here. But anyway, I want to welcome you all to the 2014 Arlington Chamber of Commerce Members Recognition Banquet. I want to tell you how much we appreciate that you're here. The Arlington Chamber is a very vital organization in Arlington. It's a very big part of this community, and we're here to serve all of you, and we're here to be part of that community, and your attendance here means a great deal to us. I just want to take a second to talk a bit about the Chamber. The Chamber is a very vital organization in the town of Arlington. The business community is really the thread that holds the town together. We all know about the vibrant residential real estate community at Arlington Market. People come here for the schools, for the recreation, for the natural environment of the town, but really they come here a lot for the business community. They come here for the restaurants, the shops, the movie theaters. And the Arlington Chamber of Commerce is the leadership organization for all of the businesses in Arlington. We work really hard to survive. We're a nonprofit. We're a fairly loose group of volunteers who work very hard to make this happen. And we work really hard for our own vitality. But I want to let you know, I think the Chamber is in a great place right now. We went through the recession that really in 2009 cost us a lot of membership. We've done a lot of great things to improve since that. You know, the old adage, we only learn from bad things. But just a couple of things. We've greatly expanded the size of our board. We've brought along a lot of really great people who are adding a great deal to us. We've brought on a new executive director who's done a great job for us. But we've also put in new programs. We now have membership classification for nonprofits, something we didn't have before. Membership classifications for home businesses. And if you look at a town like Arlington, so close to the city of Boston, there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of home-based businesses. Those people don't feel a connection to the business community, but by being able to become a part of the Chamber at a very low, cost-effective dues structure, we feel we've really made an outreach to them. And of course, they're coming to all of our networking events and all the things we do. So I just want to again say thank you to the Chamber of Commerce for doing such a great job, and thanks for all of you for being here tonight. If anyone can master the art of wearing reading glasses, speaking and looking at the crowd at the same time, please let me know. Before we begin tonight, I really want to take a minute to recognize the important sponsors who made this night possible tonight. Arlington is blessed to have a core group of businesses who every time you knock on their door, they're there with their checkbook, they're there to support, and tonight is no different. So first of all, I would like to recognize our platinum sponsor, Cambridge Savings Bank. Cambridge Savings Bank has always been there, not only for the Chamber, but for every organization. And we have other great sponsors as well. The gold sponsor this year is Watertown Savings Bank. Watertown does a great deal for the town of Arlington. And we have a silver sponsor, PSG Photo Solutions. And then additional sponsors, we have Friends of the Chamber. Long-standing Arlington company, Armstrong Ambulance. Arlington Swifty Printing. And new companies, Brightview Assisted Living. A strong retail presence at Arlington Center, Derby Farms Flowers and Gardens. And Flavor Strategy. We also have a few special guests that we'd like to recognize tonight. I'm not sure if State Rep Sean Garbely has arrived yet. Don't think he's here, but he's on our list, which is good. I'd like to recognize Town Manager Adam Chapdelaine. Selectman Joe Kiro. And Chairman of the Board of the Cambridge Savings Bank, Bob Reardon. So our chamber, our organizational chart is, we are run by an executive committee, and the executive committee leads the board of directors. And our executive committee, and you could please stand when I call you, that would be great. Kathleen Darcy of Cambridge Savings Bank. A brand new member to our executive committee, Patrick Quinn of Quinn Group Insurance. And I'm standing, so. What I'd also like to do is I'd like to introduce our current board of directors. What I'd like to do is, when I call your name, please stand, and then please hold your applause till we complete. Derek Curran, Arlington Boys and Girls Club. Walter Fye CPA. Vicki Giannakis, Watertown Savings Bank. Maureen Gormley, Gormley Chiropractic. Bruce Fitzsimmons, Fitzsimmons Law Office. Tess Hartwell, Flavor Strategy. Sally Oaks Fernandez, Leader Bank. Lou Sampson, American Alarm and Communications. Linda Shoemaker, the Arlington Center for the Arts. David Swanson, Swanson Jewelers. Kathy Zollner, Nourish to Flourish. And then, last but not least, Jen Tripp, our Executive Director. No glasses yet, not bad. We also are a typical board that we have people come and go on a regular basis, and we'd like to really give a special thanks to two members going off of our board this year. One is Matt Pierce from Leader Bank. And the other is Bob Sargent of Flora Restaurant. We'd like to thank both of you for the time you've given to the board and all the expertise and added value you brought to our organization. And I also just want to mention, as we talk about changes in the organization, I've read these names, but I just want to let you know the new people to the board this year since our last meeting. Don't stand, no applause. Derek Curran, Tess Hartwell, Salvi Fernandez Oaks, Lou Sampson, Linda Shoemaker. Thank you all for joining. Now, I had a script, and as I walked up here, Kathleen Darcy said, "Oh, we've changed things." So I think I'm going to plan B here. Small type. Okay, let me first welcome Jen Tripp, who will be presenting the new business of the year to Tess Hartwell on Flavor Strategy.
Director of Flavor Strategy. She has over 20 years of hands-on experience in food and marketing, including working for industry giants such as Unilever, Sara Lee, Universal, Warner Brothers Records, California Raisin, and the Idaho Potato Commission. She is currently a member of the Massachusetts Restaurant Association and the James Beard Foundation, and actively volunteers with local organizations such as WGBH, the Greater Boston Food Bank, Rosie's Kitchen, and the Arlington Chamber of Commerce. I will always remember the day Tess joined the Chamber. I was in my office on the phone with Kathy Zollner, discussing how we needed to find a graphic designer for the upcoming Taste of Arlington. I said I had to go because someone was coming up the stairs in my office, which usually doesn't happen because really nobody knows where the office is. But anyway, Tess came to my office and told me she had just started a business and wanted to join the Chamber. Great. She was looking for a way to help local businesses in the community. I asked her, well, what kind of business is it that Flavor Strategy is? And she said, oh, it's marketing and graphic design, specializing in food. So the saying goes, ask and you shall receive, and that's exactly what happened that day. Since joining the Chamber in January 2013, Tess has designed the marketing materials for all of the Chamber's major events, including the Charity, the Taste of Arlington, Summer Concert Series, and First Lights. Tess's creative talent and attention to detail has helped make these events community favorites. Tess has also created vibrant new logos for the Chamber and the Shop Arlington First program. She is also an active member of the Board of Directors and chairperson of the Events Committee. It is my great honor to present the 2014 New Business of the Year Award to Tess Hartwell, Director of Flavor Strategy.
I very much remember that day, and I actually really wanted to have a thoughtful speech made up for tonight, but as anyone who's ever produced an event knows, no event goes without a hitch. And to start today, this building had no power, and we were very relieved after a call to our town manager who, to get the scoop, we were very relieved when the power came back on. And then a little while later, we were told, oh, there would be a planned outage right in the middle of dinner. And we said, okay, we can deal with that. And our fire chief, our very vigilant fire chief, came in and set up emergency lighting for us just in case we needed it, and to keep everyone safe and make sure that we had, everyone had a great time. And I guess my point here is no event, similar to an event, no company, organization, or town is capable of existing without great people to make it happen. And I really appreciate being a part of such a great town. I moved here 5 years ago, and joining the Chamber and being such a part of this organization. And it's helped me grow professionally and in so many ways. And I really appreciate everything here, and Jen's speech is just so humbling. I appreciate it. So thank you.
So I want to mention two things. I hope you've been enjoying this wonderful slide presentation tonight. There's a lot of history. I actually had black hair in some of those photos. Or it was a black and white photo, I'm not sure. And the other thing, because the script changed at the last minute here, I want to make sure I recognize two other people here tonight. One is the chief of the Arlington Police Department, Chief Fred Ryan. And the chief of the Arlington Fire Department, Bob Jefferson. And we have our health inspector, not sure I have the right title, Christine Bongiorno. I'd like to welcome our next presenter, David Swanson, who will be presenting the Business of the Year Award to Cambridge Savings Bank and Distinguished Service Award to Maureen Oakley.
Business of the Year Award is awarded every year to a company that has made extraordinary contributions to the Chamber as well as the town of Arlington. This year's recipient is a 180-year-old institution. It has been a sponsor of Town Day since 1992 and the primary sponsor since 2001. They are an advocate of affordable housing, have been a sponsor of Taste of Arlington, and the host of the annual Have a Heart benefit at their bank. They're a platinum sponsor of this event tonight, and they've helped over 30 additional Arlington organizations, which might be too lengthy to list tonight if you want to get home before midnight. Their generous contribution to all of these causes have helped make Arlington a better place and the Chamber even stronger. Their commitment to delivering outstanding service and value have made them an integral link to the Arlington business community. It is therefore my pleasure to present the 2014 Business of the Year to Cambridge Savings Bank and President Wayne Patnode.
I couldn't have said that better myself in terms of David's introduction about Cambridge Savings, but you know, we've been active in the Arlington community now for over 20 years, as he's mentioned, and it's a very important community for us. We have 3 branches that are located here. We also have our residential lending and consumer banking business here as well. It is home to 50 of our 325 employees, and it's just a vital part of what we do in supporting this community, both in terms of what we do in banking and investments for families, individuals, as well as nonprofits. As David mentioned, this year alone we supported 30 organizations to that end. And as a mission, as a community bank, that is very vital and important to us. You mentioned Bob Reardon, our chairman, is here showing support for the bank. Bob, thank you for being here. In addition to that, we have Charlie Lyons, who perhaps needs no introduction to this community. We were at an event a few weeks ago where Charlie was honored with having a room dedicated to him. And I was thinking tonight, with all this rain, that Charlie said to me, if you ever get stuck in Arlington, you can use that room. I have a key. So you know, hopefully that doesn't happen. But at any rate, you see pictures over here as I was observing Kathleen Darcy. I think Kevin Fitzgerald might have been shown up here. So obviously a lot of folks here that have been in our family for a lot of years supporting this community. Again, thank you for this award. It's an honor, but really the meaning of the award, I think it says that we as an organization are a contributor playing our small part in the vitality of this community. So thank you very much on behalf of Cambridge Savings.
Next, we'd like to welcome Kathy Zollner, who will be presenting the Arlington Hero Award to the Arlington Flyer and Small Business of the Year Award to Derby Farm Flowers and Gardens.
Good evening. So tonight, on behalf of the Arlington Chamber, I have the privilege of honoring the Arlington Fire Department. The Arlington Fire Department strives for excellence in their daily performance of their duties and their service to the Arlington community and the customers they serve. They are committed to finding better ways of protecting the lives and property of the Arlington citizens and the businesses from the ravages of fire and other disasters, and are devoted in working together for the betterment of our community. They just don't hang out at the fire stations cooking good food and waiting for the next call. Their members train every day. I know you think that. They train every day to perform to the best of their ability in the event of any type of emergency. The Arlington Fire Department routinely practices their skills year-round from cold water rescues training at Spy Pond in the winter, can you imagine that, to ladder drills in the warmer months. And new equipment and techniques are consistently introduced requiring hours of additional training. And the challenge to maintain these services are done in-house, minimizing the expense to the Arlington taxpayers. Fire prevention is a key component. The department continues to reach children and adults through the SAFE program, Fire Prevention Week and Town Day. The SAFE program received a grant for funding for Senior Safe, and in 2015, the Arlington Fire Department's SAFE instructors will be providing fire safety education at all elderly housing units, nursing homes, and the Council on Aging. And lastly, the Juvenile Fire Setter Intervention Program continues to counsel young potential fire setters in the dangers of playing with fire. And the program partnered for the 11th consecutive year, with youth villages at Jermaine Lawrence and educated students who were identified as fire setters. So our firefighters serve with courtesy and respect, providing assistance wherever their skills and talents are needed. And this June, I had the opportunity to work professionally with the Arlington firefighters for 4 consecutive days. And it really provided me with the opportunity to meet an extraordinary group of people and get just a small, tiny glimpse of their professionalism and dedication to the community. During 2013, the Arlington Fire Department, comprised of 75 members, responded to over 4,500 calls for assistance, almost all of which, medical emergencies, accidents, rescues, or fires, never make headlines or end up being nominated for awards. Every emergency medical technician who responds to a sick patient, every firefighter who protects a family's home by putting out a chimney fire, or rescuing a suicidal cat on a roof is a hero to someone. So tonight we honor our Arlington firefighters who, without questioning of risk, are always ready at a moment's notice to protect the citizens and businesses of the town of Arlington. We pay tribute to you for your courage, intelligence, instinctive reflex to always provide the right response on time, every time. You are truly Arlington's heroes. And on behalf of the Arlington Chamber of Commerce, I am pleased and honored to present Chief Bob Jefferson, on behalf of the Arlington Fire Department, the 2014 Arlington Hero Award for the continued bravery and protection of the Arlington community.
Kathy, thank you very much for that very generous introduction. I did not prepare a speech, and evidently I didn't have to, since Kathy took care of everything. The only thing I was going to say is it is a pleasure to be here tonight, and I'm honored to accept this award on behalf of all the men and women of the Arlington Fire Department. As Kathy stated, we go about our business every day. We don't consider ourselves heroes. We try to give back to the community. As Bob opened up with that, he's here to serve you. The Arlington Fire Department is here to serve the citizens of Arlington every day. And we're very proud to accept this award. And I can assure you tonight that this will be one of the first things hung in our new fire station when it opens next year in Arlington Center. So thank you very much.
I hope you all learned something tonight. It was kind of fun putting that together. So Arlington is known for many things. Its bike path, its historic landmarks, its great restaurants on Mass Ave, referred to as Restaurant Row, and so much more. When I take a stroll in the center, which is almost daily, one shop always grabs my attention. It's the one with the bicycle out front. with the fresh flowers. Sorry, Barbara. I'm so happy you're getting this award. With the fresh flowers and the beautiful urns and the attractive window displays. The artistic setting always beckons you to come inside, and you always feel better when you leave. It's so uplifting. This year's Small Business Award is given to a chamber member business that is visible to the community in ways that support the local economy as well as the mission of the Chamber of Commerce. Barbara Popolo, the owner of Derby Farm Flowers and Gardens, is this year's recipient for the Chamber's Award for Small Business of the Year. Barbara acquired her business in 2005, combining the elegance of a European flower shop with the eclectic style of a Soho boutique. Don't you want to go there? Offering not only fresh flowers, home furnishings, and gifts, along with garden design services as well. Barbara has been instrumental in organizing a diverse group of Arlington Center businesses to cross-promote their businesses, and at the same time, make the center a vibrant and interesting business community where people will want to visit, shop, and dine. She epitomizes a successful small business owner. Her renovations to the property have made her business one of the most attractive pieces of property on the Mass Ave Strip. In caring about the community, Barbara has always wanted to give back and support others. She has been the force behind the center and works closely with the Chamber and its Executive Director, Jen Tripp. As a Chamber member, she was a sponsor of First Lights, as well as serving on the First Lights Committee. She has supported the Shop Arlington First program, the Trick or Treat Arlington event, and organized First Friday shopping nights. Derby Farm has a great reputation for designing beautiful floral arrangements. Her generosity and support was evident in her donation of flowers for many of our chamber events, the charity to support the Arlington Youth Counseling Center, the Taste of Arlington, and even tonight's banquet. On behalf of the Arlington Chamber of Commerce, Barbara, I am pleased to present you the 2014 Small Business of the Year Award. Where's the fire chief now? She's truly one of Arlington's heroes as well.
So as you can see, being a small business owner has its challenges, and being a florist without 2 feet has been very challenging. I really, really appreciate this honor from the Chamber. I think when I first bought my business in 2005 from the person who started it, I joined the Chamber right away, and it's been a great force for change, but I think with Jen at the head, I've really felt this commitment from the Chamber to doing what Bob was talking about, which is making businesses and the relationships between businesses very vital. It's been a very important part of what inspired me and my business and the other businesses in town to join together, and it's been an ongoing support. Jen's been an ongoing support for us. One thing that I do want to mention, and I've been known as a gadfly at times, so I'm going to bring this to all of you, is there is something that's been kind of threatening the businesses in town, and it's been very important to us. I feel that small businesses play a special role in town. We see people every day, most of us live here, we're involved in the schools, we participate. Our businesses are kind of, as I mentioned before to somebody, they're kind of like general stores. People come in, we see them, they talk about things that they're doing, they make plans, I had people organize events in our store, but we're kind of at the risk of the face of our businesses changing because of rents going up. And as chamber members, I'm imploring you to support small businesses in town and to please consider making relationships with the commercial landlords in town and encouraging them to keep the wonderful nature of the businesses in Arlington throughout the Strip, from East Arlington all the way to the Heights. It's what really made moving to Arlington and living in Arlington wonderful for me, and I'm hoping that you understand the fabric of the community is really dependent on all of you. So thank you for this award, and I will work for it, and I hope that you'll join me.
You know that everyone that comes up here covers my notes. No idea why I do this. But you will see a very common thread in my presentation tonight. I keep introducing important people in the audience. So the next two important people I'm going to introduce tonight is State Representative Dave Rogers. And the Chief of the Bedford Police Department, my old friend Bob Longeron. We would like to ask David Swanson to return and present the Distinguished Service Award to Maureen Gormley. Thank you, Bob.
I'm back. The next award is a very special award. It's this Distinguished Service Award. It's a tongue twister. The Distinguished Service Award. And it's something new this year for the Chamber. And it's our way of honoring a woman who has been a virtual powerhouse of knowledge and service to the Chamber. Yes, Marie. She has been a board member for over 20 years and served on the executive board for most of those years. She has voluntarily served as the Chamber's bookkeeper until recently. She guided the Chamber as it restructured itself and grew over the past 2 decades. She has worked in the office, helped train new directors, and fielded numerous phone calls and emails. What couldn't she do? She has worked on First Lights, Holiday Stroll, Town Day, membership drives, Shop Arlington First, and the Women's Networking Group. She has represented the Chamber at nearly every event in recent memory and continues to be a very active, vibrant board member. We are extremely grateful for her wisdom and her devotion and really her steadfast service to the Chamber. It is my honor to present the Distinguished Service Award to Dr. Maureen Gormley.
Very much. What can I say? I like the Chamber of Commerce. It's been a while that I've been here and hanging out and seen it go up and down, but I can tell you right now, we've got a strong chamber and I love it. I love the people that we've been working with on the board, past board members that are here, future board members that are here, you know. We live and breathe and are alive because people care about business, about making connections, about being there for whatever needs to be done. Somebody asked me, well, can you help set up a tent at Town Day? Sure, I can do that, you know. That's how it gets going. If somebody asks you, can you help with this? Can you help with that? Next thing you know, you're a board member. So, again, thank you so much for this recognition. Have a great evening and join us at all our future events and keep everything strong.
Congratulations, Maureen. Very well deserved. I'd like to again bring back Kathy Zollner. It says here, Kathy Zollner will introduce Kathleen.
Oh, for obvious reasons. Thank you. So I'd like to introduce Kathleen Darcy from the Cambridge Savings Bank. Come on up, Kathleen, who will be presenting the Arlington Hero Award to the Arlington Police Department and the Distinguished Service Award to Bob Bowes.
Great.
Thank you, Kathy. Sorry. Where do I begin? The mission of the Arlington Police Department is to promote, preserve, and deliver quality services to ensure the safety of all members of our community. The members of the Arlington Police Department have certainly lived up to this statement. Over the past 2 years, they have been tested and challenged on too many occasions. Everyone faces uncertainty in their life, but these officers face it on a daily basis. They never know what will be waiting for them as they answer each and every call. No matter what awaits them at their destination, the Arlington Police Department always responds with dignity, professionalism, and empathy. The police force is divided into 3 divisions, which handle everything from criminal investigations to traffic. Every week in the Arlington Advocate, you can read about just a fraction of the calls they must respond to. In 2013, they had over 32,000 emergency calls. Beginning of October this year, the Arlington Police Department received full state accreditation status from the Mass Police Accreditation Commission. While this is a great honor, what makes it even more incredible is that it is a self-initiated process by which they strive to meet and maintain the highest standards of law enforcement practice. Chief Ryan stated that achieving full accreditation confirms that the Arlington Police Department is in line with the highest possible standards of policing and that we are delivering the best level of service to our community. On behalf of the Arlington Chamber of Commerce, I am pleased and honored to present Chief Fred Ryan, on behalf of the Arlington Police Department, the 2014 Arlington Hero Award for their continued bravery and protection of the Arlington community. Chief Ryan.
Thank you, Kathy. What you didn't mention is that, we deputized her many years ago. She has control over Arlington. So I mentioned Wayne earlier. We need her back in the Arlington branch. But thank you, Kathy, for that wonderful introduction. Mr. Bowes, Jennifer, and all the members of the Chamber, thank you. This is an honor, really, to receive this award tonight. I'll only take about 20 or 25 minutes. I know it's about 3:30, so we have to and I want to thank the other award recipients. It is, and Adam Chapelain is here tonight, and I've never worked for a manager who's so sensitive to the issues and needs of business in the community. And he's enlightened all of his department heads, Christine, Bobby, and a number of us, on the importance of supporting our businesses because, when you thrive, we thrive. I think of the words of Mr. Chapelain. We were recently at a meeting with the PGA, who was bringing a tournament here to Belmont, and Adam literally brought menus to the restaurants in Arlington and told them to make sure they circulate this stuff to their constituency as they bring people in from around the country and the world for their tournament. So thank you for your partnership, and I couldn't as I thought about what I was going to say tonight. And I saw Mr. Lyons get introduced. It harkened me back to a conversation we had more than 16 years ago when I was appointed chief of police. Charlie was never afraid to address the elephant in the room. And Charlie brought me into the conference room in a clandestine meeting, and he said, "You've got to bring this police department out of the us against them and into partnering with the business community, partnering with the residents of the community, and making this a community policing organization. That's your charge, Chief Ryan. And receiving this award tonight is such an honor for me. I'm able to say, mission accomplished, Mr. Lyons. Thank you for your advice." Kathy, one more thing.
that he was surprised to see that he had dark hair. I was surprised to see he had any hair at all.
Why is that so funny?
Fixture. A person that has been part of something or involved in something for a long time. This definition describes Bob Bose to a T. Everywhere you go, there's Bob Bose. From operating a real estate office, to volunteering for town committees, to volunteering for the chamber. Bob has been in the real estate business for over 46 years, when he used to have darker hair, and he still looks fabulous. His company has received numerous local and national awards, including Best Real Estate Website and the Best Customer Service in North America. Bob has served on many of Arlington's town committees over the years and has served as liaison between the town and the chamber. He is currently a member of the Arlington Tourism and Economic Development Committee. Bob has been a member of the Chamber of Commerce since the 1970s. The chamber has transformed over the years, and Bob has been an integral part of its transformation. The chamber has been a totally volunteer organization, and only in the last 5 years has established an executive director position. Bob was instrumental in repositioning the governance of the chamber from a president-vice president structure to a 3-member executive committee. This structure has proven successful since all 3 have equal responsibilities. Bob has also served on the board of the Arlington Boys and Girls Club and continues to be on their personnel committee. I referred earlier to Bob being everywhere. He never ceases to amaze me at how many events and meetings he attends. In addition to all of his volunteer hours, Bob is very generous to the Arlington community. He has supported so many organizations, both for volunteer hours, which are too many to mention, and monetarily, such as sponsoring the pony rides for children at Town Day and offering their families free photos. Bob told me that he has a special place in his heart for the chamber, and that is evidenced by his commitment and dedication that he has shown to the chamber over the years. Personally, Bob has been a mentor and a sounding board for me since I joined the chamber, and he's never too busy to take my calls, no matter what the issue is. I am proud to call him my friend. It gives me great pleasure to present Bob with the Distinguished Service Award for all of the years of volunteerism and support of the Arlington Chamber of Commerce.
You've heard enough from me tonight, but you know, this is not difficult. This is very easy. I moved to Arlington when I was 12 years old. My wife came here when she was 3. We still reside here. Although I cannot imagine living anywhere else, I can't imagine working anywhere else. We oftentimes complain about the very small size of the Arlington business community, but it makes it like family. I don't know anywhere I go, any day of the week, walking anywhere, driving anywhere, going into any business in town, you walk in and you know everybody there. And so I think we all have a very unique opportunity in this community in terms of owning or being involved in a business that it's just very pleasurable. It's a lot of fun. So I thank all of you, and I thank the Chamber. I don't think I'm leaving yet, am I? We kidded recently. I joined the board somewhere in the 70s. I don't know what year, but it probably doesn't make a difference. I know we didn't keep records back then, but I kidded with my good friend Rob Byrack of Rob Byrack Chevrolet recently. I said, when I joined the board, your grandfather was a board member. So that goes back a long way. But thank you all very much. It's been a pleasure. Well, thank you. I just want to take one more minute before we say goodnight. I was sitting here tonight thinking about the changes in time with the Chamber. And I was thinking when Chief Ryan spoke about Adam Chapdelaine, I think one of the biggest things that have occurred in the Arlington Chamber of Commerce is under the leadership of the town of Adam. Adam really decided that the Chamber was an integral part of what's happening in Arlington. All of us know, and the town was very insightful to realize this, that we started to see a lot of our commercial properties being sold and converted into residential uses. On the surface it sounds okay, but as I said earlier tonight, it's the businesses that are the thread that ties the town together. So what has happened is the town government has now partnered with the Chamber of Commerce. If I go back the 40 years or so before that, that really wasn't the case. There was the town and there was the Chamber of Commerce. As Charlie Lyon said to Chief Ryan, you need to be a partner. And I think this has been a major difference. There are now Chamber board members serving on many committees. Anytime something is happening in the town, we get a phone call. Can you stop by? Can you come to a meeting? We'd like to run something by you. And I think it's this collaboration between the town and the Chamber that's really going to be the future of the Chamber, and hopefully people like me who will be here for 40 more years who will make these things work. But I want to thank Adam especially for bringing this together. Thank you. And lastly, as we say goodnight, again, I want to thank you so much for being here. It means so much to us. I appreciated what Barbara had to say. We're all small businesses in this town. We all need each other. We have a wonderful program called Shop Arlington First. I hope you're familiar with it. It allows you to stop in certain locations. I believe Wanamaker Hardware, Leader Bank, and you can buy certificates which are redeemable in Chamber member businesses. It's been a very successful program, and we'd like to see it become more successful. But please, if you're here tonight, you're already a believer. Probably I'm speaking to the choir at this point. But please continue to support your local Arlington business. Thank you so much.